Good morning, everyone. I'll be presenting the topic titled Second Harmonic Generation Microscopy and Hepatic Venous Pressure Gradient-Based Validation of a Novel Histological Staging System for Alcoholic Hepatitis. Liver biopsy is the gold standard for diagnosis of alcoholic hepatitis, and fibrosis is the most critical histological change. Alcoholic hepatitis shows prominent perivenular and pericellular fibrosis which leads to high portal pressures and causes disease progression. This necessitates comprehensive, universally accepted alcoholic hepatitis specific histological staging system. The primary objective of the study was to correlate the novel histological staging system of alcoholic hepatitis with SHG microscopy-based Q fibrosis. Secondary objective was to correlate novel histological staging system of alcoholic hepatitis with HVPG and activated hepatic stellate cells. In the current, it was a retrospective study, and the study period was from Jan 2010 to January 2019. And the total number of patients with clinical diagnosis of alcoholic hepatitis were 1,860. Of these, 325 consented for liver biopsy and had histologically confirmed alcoholic hepatitis. Among these cases, those which were post-mortem biopsies which were received for second opinion, which had inadequate clinical details and any coexistent pathologies, which constituted 75 cases, were excluded from the study. So, of the 250 remaining cases, SHG microscopy was performed on 175 cases. HVPG measurements were recorded and hepatic stellate cells were stained with alpha smooth muscle actin. This is a histoindex, is my technique. This is the machine that we used, which has laser-based technology to quantify the collagen content. Multiple small tiled images like this were obtained and combined into a larger image, which would include the entire liver biopsy was scanned without any regions of interest as such to eliminate selection bias. These are the images on Mason's trichrome stain, Picrocydius red stain, and SHG generated image. The novel histological staging system which has been proposed is as follows. Stage 1 has mild zone 3 perivenular and pericellular fibrosis with no increase in portal fibrosis. Stage 2 has moderate zone 3 perivenular and pericellular fibrosis with or without portal or periportal fibrosis. Stage 3A shows marked perivenular and pericellular fibrosis with portal or periportal fibrosis, and stage 3B, in addition to 3A, has formation of few 1 to 2 septae. Stage 4, that is cirrhosis, has been subclassified similar to Lennox staging with parenchymal nodules surrounded by thin fibrous septae, broad and very broad fibrous septae in 4A, 4B, and 4C respectively. These are images of the fibrosis stages on Picrocydius red stain, and these are the SHG generated images. This green highlights the collagen content and red is the cellular tissue. The results in our study was as follows. The mean age was 41 years and 96.6% of the cases were males. The bilirubin levels, total bilirubin levels were 20.58 plus or minus 8 milligrams per DL, and these are the remaining lab parameters. The portal pressures were as follows, with 58% of the cases having more than 16 mm Hg. The SHG Q fibrosis parameters and HVPG distribution in various fibrosis stages were as follows. Here I would like to highlight that HVPG increased from stage 2 to stage 4C from 12 mm Hg to 21. And also of note, I would like to highlight that stage 3A and stage 4A parameters on SHG were comparable. And even the portal pressures were comparable between stage 3A and 4A. Similarly, stage 3B and 4B parameters were comparable. So this indicates that stage 3, which includes extensive perisinusoidal fibrosis, shows collagen content which is similar to patients with early stages of cirrhosis. This post hoc tests were done to assess the interstage relationship between fibrosis, SHG parameters, and HVPG, which was significant. IHC staining was done for hepatic stellate cells with alpha smooth muscle actin, and it was significantly higher in stage 3 as compared to stage 4. This may be due to the extensive panlobular pericellular and perisinusoidal fibrosis, which is seen in stage 3, whereas in stage 4, they are condensed into septa. To summarize, with increasing histological stages, increase in Q fibrosis indices and mean HVPG was noted. Stage 4C showed most significant correlation for Q fibrosis and HVPG. Stage 3A and 3B were comparable with stage 4A and 4B for Q fibrosis as well as portal pressures. Overall inter-observer agreement was excellent for all stages, but lowest for stage 3, which indicates that this stage probably would require assistance with quantification methods for collagen content. These are the existing histological staging systems which cater to various etiologies such as chronic viral hepatitis, which is mainly portal-based pathology, NASH CRN, which caters to NAFLD, but in that also cirrhosis is a single stage and there is no substaging of cirrhosis which may be beneficial in patients. The remaining two stages of scoring system, YIP and BERT and AHHS scores, which have been for alcoholic liver disease, also failed to incorporate substaging of cirrhosis. AHHS score summated fibrosis with other histological features. Hence, the new histological staging system, which emphasizes the presence of expansive perisinusoidal fibrosis and Q fibrosis, provides better staging in these patients. SHG quantified fibrosis and HVPG substantiate the novel histological staging of alcoholic hepatitis. Expansive perisinusoidal fibrosis exhibits collagen content and clinical severity equivalent to early substages of cirrhosis. Coming to strengths and limitations, ours was a novel, comprehensive, alcoholic hepatitis specific histological staging system. It is the first SHG microscopy-based study on alcoholic hepatitis, and it correlated with SHG-based fibrosis quantification as well as portal pressures. The limitations of our study is that SHG-based quantification is expensive and time-consuming, and validation is required on a larger cohort of patients. Thank you.